What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here with your OneHive war recap video. Randomly matched against Sword.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Sword. I can't say it. Sword. No, sword. But there's a W. So why is it not sword? Anyway, Sworddrivers NL or Netherlands. At least I believe it's Netherlands. 113 to 113. They won based upon percentage by about 0.8. So good job to you guys. 0.88 to be exact. Nice war, sword. Nice job, guys. Sworddrivers. I still want to say sword. Really nice war. It was competitive, is putting it lightly. Shu is what I'll say. Covered the stream live, if you guys were able to catch that. All right, so let's talk about breakdowns. The breakdowns were OneHive had 5 Town Hall 11s with Eagles, and about at least 15, 40-15 basically with the Warden. 13 10s and 22. If I did my math right, 22 9s. They doubled and with some pretty respectable percent our Town Hall 11s. They cleared everything except 2 Town Hall 10s. And then their breakdown, this is just the cock god saying thanks. They had 10 Town Hall 11s with at least a 15 Warden. They had 7 true 11s with an Eagle, 40-40-20. 10 of their 11s also had 40-40-15. So their breakdown was specifically 10-8-22. It's all about that dip. Now watch me Trey. It's about that dip. Now watch me Trey. There's our dip percentage. We were 7 for 10, 70%. I'd have to keep scrolling to show you theirs because there was 10 of them. But I'll just stop at the 8 mark here. They were altogether 9 for 20 on dips. So yeah, pretty. We're very proud of the outcome. It was highly competitive. It is what it is. We did come away with the W. It was our war to lose. We could have won. We needed to 3 a Town Hall. we doubled all their true Town Hall 11s because they had 7 with Eagles. We had 74% here. ASAP Aussie 82%. Get the F out. That was sick. That almost cleared a Town Hall 10. It was crazy. But we cleared everything else except the true Town Hall 11s. All right, so enough of the details and formalities out of the way. Let's get down to the replays. Who did I want to show first? I have to. I didn't actually even plan to show this, but you need to see how sick this was. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you a 10 getting close to 80%, approximately 80%, and close to clearing it. This was I don't know if it was fresh or not. It doesn't matter. Just watch the attack. ASAP Aussie is freaking nasty. I did an opener test for him in the BRCM war with my second attack. Or was it the war before that? He was like, hey, just do this. I learned a lot about how to do a naked walk with the use of giants with the tips that he gave me. But I did the opener that he wanted. He came back in and just cleared it, like made it look easy. I learned so much watching this guy raid. Queen opens up the wall. Obviously, he wants his queen to go to the right here. We'll wait for that storage to go down. Scary moment. She does take it down. Is there anything going on the right? No. Top, rather. So opens up the walk here. He's aiming for this Infernal. Eagle is still up. We'll go to ×2. It's a long walk. You'll see what he gets from this. Maybe ×4. Hound Loon CC. Go back to 1. He brings a minion specifically for this moment right here. See, this minion helps clean up the pups that are... It basically really sustains the encounter, that you can come out of it with all your healers and your royal still up. He does burn the ability here, unfortunately. That max Town Hall 11D is no freaking joke. It is stupid. If you've never attacked one, you're missing out, man. You're missing out on the fun. Not... Stool Rage, huge value from this Queen Charge. Now the Eagle activates. If you're wondering how he's getting this, I also wondered the same thing watching this attack live. I'm like, that is a long walk. There goes down the jump. That's how he's getting it. Valkyries from the right here. Bowlers are walking. The bowlers are really supposed to get this. They walk on him. They scatter. Surgical Valkyries will zoom in so you can see the method to this madness. It is freaking nasty. These Valkyries decide, no, I want no part of this Eagle. They were supposed to get that, but luckily the bowlers decide that they want to play ball. And the healers step into the rage, and at this point we're like, oh my god, this might 3. Go to ×2. It doesn't. It falls just a little bit short. It just makes me wonder if this went a little bit exactly to plan, if it probably would have cleared. However, the time alone was the reason that it did it. Nice job, ASAP. 82% as a 10, hitting an 11 like that. We'll continue to go down here to number 15, Yudi. 10 on 10 action. It sounds like a dirty title to a porn movie. You know? 10 on 10 action. What are you into, man? I'm into that 10 on 10 action. Anyway, I digress. Go to ×2, back down. Just because I have a few other raids, I don't want this video to be too long. Nice funnel going on here. That is a nice funnel. Opens up the wall. Jump down to get to the Inferno. Go to ×2. CC bowlers coming up to help get that. Back to 1. Rage, and then freeze, because if we were in 11, this is where we would use the Eternal Tome ability. Then as soon as the Inferno goes down, already starting on the Lalo. Fighting the Sweeper, but it's okay. Usually it's scary to do that, but this is a 10, so we have higher haste. Plus, we also have haste itself to help us navigate through this critical part right here. Enough haste brought. They'll speed on through. They'll get everything that they needed. And because the Infernals are not maxed out, it also enabled this to happen. If those were max Infernals, it'd be a little bit harder to do that. Not that impossible, but that is another reason for the great success of this, not having max Infernals. Just being real. And I don't mean to take away from Yudi's attack either. Go to ×2. That was really pretty. They all collapsed to each other. It was almost like a two-phased attack where the kill squad got the top half of the base, the Lalo got the bottom half. So pretty. Go to ×4. Nothing but cleanup. Nice job, Yudi. We'll go down to a few more here, into some Town Hall 9 action. Shout out to the 11s, man. I can't believe that 70% success rate on dips. I mean, that's nice. Let's go down to number 19. Jake the Rake doing a fresh hit. By the way, Jake the Rake also had a beer run this war. There was a lot of beer runs this war. That's the only reason why we were able to even put ourselves into contention of winning this war. To be competitive, to pull down the win, because we needed to be fresh on our 9s to get as many scouts as possible to the 10s and 11s up top. Queen Charge on the left side. He's got a D. Wait for it. It's not a D's nuts. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's not. There's no double zap quake. So he earthquakes this in. It's a Queen Charge dragon attack with a Lalo, back in Lalo. Queen Charge is going to get these crucial defenses, 2 air defenses, a sweeper, and then fighting the sweeper, he actually will also get a bow, which is set to both air and ground. Rage goes down. Standard stuff will go to ×2 again because I have so much to show you, and this is a dragon attack, so it's going to take a while, and it's long developing because of the Queen Charge, but navigates the CC and facing the sweeper easily with the Rage behind it. Does have to burn the ability. This doesn't go according to plan. If his dragons circle the base on the right side here, you'll see that, and only 1 or 2 actually aggro onto the queen. 1 is already done. Look at the Lalo up top that he started already. Just basically let down the dragons and prayed, and like they'll get their job. They do, with the BK being raged, kind of aggroed the AQ. He's using his Iron Fist ability, and the 1 remaining dragon did survive the encounter to basically help out the BK and took out the AQ. And then the dragons on the right just continued to clean up. I mean, that was just so nice. It's so nice. So nice. Go to ×4, nothing but cleanup. Nice job, Jake the Rake. For a fresh hit, that was something pretty. Let's go down to 21 for an HP VB or the Grundinator attack. This is also a fresh hit. Go to ×2. It is long developing. Got a baby dragon here. All that free trash. I've said in other videos, we'll go back to ×1. Trying to get a lure here. And then we found the Tesla farm, although it was suspected, given the hut layout. That's where it was. So I said in other videos that I am of the opinion that putting free trash, like over here on the right, doesn't. I rarely see it achieve the design defensively wise that it's intended to do. It doesn't. No one's guessing that, and it's just free trash to get. Especially with the baby dragon now, it's really easy to get those things. Closed walk here that he uses the sweeper. That is basically pushing outside of the ring of the air defense so that he can comfortably do a walk and not risk losing his healers. If you see how the healers just continue pushed away from that air defense, that is what you look for on walks or healer variation attacks. It's unfortunate his Valkyrie and main attacking force combination of Valkyrie and P.E.K.K.A split on him, but it is nice that his bowlers decide to join his queen on this. With healers behind it. So the point defenses on the outside, we'll go to ×2, are all distracted towards the BK in the middle, while the Valkyries make quick work around the outside. Queen and bowler combination still doing work in the core. Queen ability still in hand that he uses here, and he still has a rage that he's waiting for the opportune moment to use. He sees it here because he realized that this there's a little bit of trash on the bottom that's going to occupy the P.E.K.K.As to prevent them from beating through 2 more walls. So he uses it on the queen to finish it up, and queen for the win. Or P.E.K.K.A's for the win. Nice job, Mayek. Let's go down to something else. Something pretty. 24. Also Mayek also had a beer run this war. Let's go down to 24. Dwarf also had a beer run this war. I told you there was a lot. We needed to be on point. Our 9s did this war, and they were. Go to ×2 because this video is getting a little bit too long, and I have one more to show you. This is obviously it's a fresh hit because it's a beer run. Dwarf also had a beer run. But look at that return on investment of that wizard. The wizard gets the air defense. Queen keeps walking. Healers stay protected. Queen's going to get the other air defense and both royals. You'll see how that happens here. BK to help mitigate that point defense coming, basically the BK damage, rather than locking onto the queen. CC also comes out with that. Has to burn the ability, but it's okay because the queen's out, CC's done, and 2 air defenses are done. We'll go to ×1. So he's left with this on the left-hand side. Haste at all the right spots. I mean, nice. Nice. Doesn't mess around. Uses a heal for his Lalo portion at the top. Queen circles the base. And he uses the queen distracting some defenses here to sneak in his remaining loons here. And a haste for... sorry, not haste. heal for the core where there was most likely, given the layout of this base, the Tesla farm, which it was, as it was suspected. They all collapse upon each other with loons in slightly different spots, so that when this last defense goes down, the loons could scatter. Unfortunately, they don't. The Hound's still unbusted. However, he still has. There they go. They do separate ways, which really helps him out. Go to ×4. He still has a baby dragon, though. A baby dragon and 2 more loons for any defenses or structures that were remaining. That was just such a nice attack. Really enjoyed that, and especially a fresh hit. Come out of here. And the last one is a cleanup, and then we'll call this a video. It is Savage going Savage, pun intended. This is nasty. He's doing 5 healers. OneHive Genesis, OneHive Gazette rather, Bisectatron just did a video, how many healers should I bring, 4 or 5. It's a really interesting video. I recommend go watch it for those of you that ever have that question. This is a 5 healer is preferred. The standard is 4, but when you're doing a close walk or basically a queen charge, true queen charge, I think they called it a bull maybe, but 5 is needed because you're going to lose some healers in the core. If your queen is going into the core with an earthquake, or in this case it's a jump, and you're asking the queen to get so much in the core, you're going to need 5 because you're going to lose some healers to Sams that would be protecting these air defenses here. And you'll see how he does that. So the rage goes down, ability stew in hand, cleans everything that he wants to, and then no doubt as the queen cleans this on the right, she'll start heading towards the enemy queen. Jump is down for that. BK for the funnel. Rage, a second rage that he brought specifically and only for his queen charge. Poison down for that. There's no Valkyrie in here. It's a Baby Dragon Witch combination, so the ability could be saved. Jump goes down. Careful not to bridge this compartment. I mean, that's a surgical freaking jump right there. Uses the ability for the engagement, then sends his Lalo from the right. Queen will eventually jump into this compartment. As soon as she does that, that's when this sweeper that I have highlighted is now out of the picture, and he takes advantage of that, and it is already sending the hounds. Back in minions to help clean. Talk about well scouted on a cleanup, right? Air defense goes down as they're being distracted onto the queen. Queen is finally lost, but at this point, it don't matter. And he's got a giant for the back end on this splash damage. I mean, damn. Just wow. Great cleanup. That'll do it for this war recap video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the raids and talking points and they helped you. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double. And now